And welcome to the Jimmy Fritz Gerald Show. That's right, folks. I'm your host, Jimmy Fritz Gerald. And on today's program, we have our guests, Bert Connery, and guess what? Sean Reynolds.
Yes, sir, and it's a pleasure to be here.
First off, I'd like to say thank you for having me. I really...
Did you just hush me?
I'm proud to be here.
I will rip those fingers off and stick them in your ear.
Sean, you're speaking to me now. I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be here, and go ahead.
Oh, well, okay, boys. The first question I had, of course, was I see that you guys are in a new movie together. It's a crime drama based in Brooklyn. And I just want to know who's getting paid more.
Well, Jimmy, it's really funny that you asked that, because the obvious answer is me. You know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just got my first payment from the post box office. A little over $200 million so far for this film.
I'd like to just add that in this film, I didn't even have a trailer.
Oh, so where'd the money go then, Sean?
It went to my ex-wife's bank account for alimony.
Oh, the 8th one, right, Sean?
Yes, the 8th and the 7th.
There's a few things you learn while being in the industry and being married.
Yes, a prenup.
Exactly, and obviously...
So the producers, they gave me a sneak peek at the new movie, guys, and I couldn't help but notice that Bert here has 3 seconds more screen time than you do, Sean.
That's right.
Yeah, and technicality, doesn't that make him the star of the movie?
Oh, don't stroke his ego.
Actually, what you're looking at is not the amount of screen time, but the emotional connection that you actually feel to the characters. And where I feel where the development and the advancement of the inner plot was really connected was in the times that weren't shown.
See, now you've got him going. You stroked his ego, and now he won't stop talking.
So anyways, who wrote and directed the film, you guys?
Well, it was actually a really talented young lad. He goes by J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Oh, he's the one that made those Trek Wars films, right?
Some people like to think that, but he actually did the sequel, Trek Wars, The Tech Wars.
The third one was my favorite, in my opinion.
I think they were all trash, if you ask me.
It's because you weren't in any of them, Sean.
That's exactly why.
Well, actually, when last I saw J.J. Abrams, or as I like to call him, Juicy Juice, you know, he said to me, I really, really took my time with this, and I felt like if I put my heart, soul, and semen into this, we could all come together and fulfill the necessaries.
You see, that's what I always say, too. The seed is the fulfillment of the prophecy.
And, it's some actors, they just don't understand this. They don't really grasp the concept. They're just here for the money. Even though I made over $200 million on this film and, he hasn't really released how much money he's made,
Yeah, speaking of which, your guys' net worth, it's slightly similar, but I have to say, it seems that he makes about $250 more per hour in movie than you do, Sean.
And that's just on the numbers, when the true fact is he's jumping in every role that comes to him. Any little Disney film he wants.
I got 7 ex-wives with 12 kids. Do you know how many mouths that is to feed? It's too much for a single A-list celebrity like me to handle.
To be honest with you, I really don't see the problem. Just living in my house, cleaning, cooking, and everything. Got a guy for the pool. I got people to trim my hedges, mow the grass. I got 2 different guys. One guy is good at really good at trimming the hedges.
Wait a minute. Did you say you have hedges? I haven't seen a hedge since 1973.
That's because your glasses are out of date. You need to get a new prescription, bud.
That's why.
Clearly, though. But the point I was getting at is I have a whole cabana where I keep my employees, as I like to call them. And that's roughly the same amount of people you were claiming to need to feed. And as he said, our net worth is similar. So, where's that money really going, Fritz?
Well, you just seem like a regular old humanitarian to me, I guess. Let's just say I have 7 ex-wives and they're each asking for half my check. And that math doesn't add up to me. Does it add up to you?
Well, I always said round numbers are easier, so you can go ahead and make that 8, bud.
Why, what does that mean?
Oh, he's talking about that TMZ video that came out the other day of him boning your wife.
What do you mean? And what's a TMZ? What did you call me?
That's right, Sean. He boned your wife, and you know she said on camera that his is about 0.2 inches longer than yours. Subscribe.
You can end it like that? Just everybody
Yep.
leaving and taking stuff down?
Pretty much. Subscribe.